State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And man, oh man, what a gamble, right? To start the game, I guess they're trying to get this home crowd even more jacked up, get them in the football game, but it fails. They recover the onside kick. Now you're going to need this home crowd to get loud and play some defense with them.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Oh, he's got some space. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dances away. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun to give, looking for room. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the middle. Past the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Quarterback making checks. He'll set up to throw. Taking a shot on the first play. He's got it on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Using the quick game. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he will score! Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, it's Snead. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the handoff. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game. He's taking the shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about...
Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, a lot of space. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, you got to give the defense credit because they never quit on the play. He had already made a few guys miss, but they kept bringing hats to the football, trusting that if they got there, maybe they'd be able to knock it out. They did, and they come away with a huge takeaway.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Zings it complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving there.
Turning it on! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Right back to the well. Powers through the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Dumps it off in the flats. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do, but look at this.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. If we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. He can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pulls it in. It's Need. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Wants to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They are up by just 1 over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if any...
There he goes! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Once he got some room, it was over. He'll try to tack on one more. They get the score and maybe a little extra time with the trainers in recovery after the game as a result of that hit.
He's going to be taking an ice bath after this game. This is a physical defense, and this quarterback knew coming into this game that he was going to have to make plays like that. He knew he was going to get hit. He knew he was going to get punished, but you're just seeing so much maturity. So impressive watching this quarterback play from the pocket.
And the returner is stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Quickly complete. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. Fourth down coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. The quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what...
Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Forced out of the pocket. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on first down. Soft spot in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cox. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on second down. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And the extra point is good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. Snags it inside the 20. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped. Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. To get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with the pick.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, a little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Buys a little time with his feet. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
That's caught. It's Tate. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's open on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks. And you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To throw, it's Sayin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Smith. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. 4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on 1st down. Kicked off. What a way to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
These red zone trips, Red has been stopped. They've got nothing in 3 previous tries. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
On 3rd and long, long. You'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Just keep slinging it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Alabama pushing the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Now adjusting. Got his man downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to barrel in. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be fourth down. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you to get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, fourth and short.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The Crimson Tide been deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Off to the races to the right. 10. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Jackson. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception.
Tight end trying to get in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. To the air on first down. He's going for it all. He makes it grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Miller with the ball. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Simpson. Here's a heat. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Back to pass on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical game.
And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on foot.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking left. Looking to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Now it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
Moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Extending the play. Looking down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Give to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
To the ground. He's got it again. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.